In today's video, I'm going to be talking about celiac disease. Stay free of gluten to survive. Now, those of you with celiac disease or a gluten intolerance will know how important it is to avoid gluten in your diet. But gluten is not just in food, it's also in other products like cosmetics, medications. So stay watching to the end. Hi, I'm Mike Hines from JustNoGluten.com, creator of this channel, Gluten Advice. If you like the content and you like the video, why not give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit the notification bell down the bottom. That way you get informed every time we post new content on here, the Gluten Advice channel, which is devoted entirely to celiac disease and gluten intolerance. If you watch the video to the end, there's a little gift for you. It's a downloadable digital product called Celiac Disease and Gluten Intolerance. It will be a handy reference guide for you. Okay, let's get straight into the content. Celiac disease sufferers have to follow a very specific diet. People with celiac disease suffer digestive problems when they digest food with gluten in them. According to figures released by the Celiac Disease Foundation, there is supposedly 1 in every 133 people affected by celiac disease in the United States alone. You start with controlling your diet. As of yet, medical science doesn't know what causes celiac disease, and at the present moment there is no cure for it. Celiac patients have to follow a very strict gluten-free diet, even if the symptoms have not shown up for some time. A gluten-free diet means avoiding food that contains gluten like bread, pasta, cereal, cookies and a lot of processed food that has wheat, barley or rye. If that is your staple diet, then you will have to change your lifestyle or find alternative ingredients. Celiacs can still enjoy their favorite food like bread and pasta, but it's made out of potato, rice, soy or bean flour. It is much easier nowadays for celiacs. There are a lot of manufacturers who now sell gluten-free bread, pasta and a lot of other food. Meat, fish, rice, fruits and vegetables do not contain gluten, so they will be okay to eat. Obviously, staying free from gluten is a lot easier said than done because gluten is present in so many processed food items. We say this in all our videos. You should always read the labels on food items that you're planning on purchasing. If you're unsure or in doubt about anything, play it safe. It's better to be safe than sorry. A safe and gluten-free diet can include plain rice, potatoes, corn, legumes, as well as millet and peas, and also corn, olive, peanuts, sunflower oil, and also canola. Foods definitely on the no-no list are pasta, whole wheat, pizza, bran, spaghetti, oatmeal, croutons, pastries and bagels, as well as beer. Now, I have talked about gluten-free beer and other gluten-free alcoholic drinks in a previous video, and I will leave links to that in the description down below. Once you stick to your gluten-free diet, you will find that your symptoms will gradually subside. However, eating out will be another problem you will have to overcome. Here's a little tip for you. Do eat something before you go out to eat, so that hunger will not tempt you into trying foods that are not allowed for you. One of the disadvantages of having celiac disease is the difficulties of eating out. Life can be a little bit difficult for celiacs when it comes to buying lunch either at school or in your workplace. One way around this is to prepare your own feed and bring it with you. You can also contact the manufacturers or restaurants that make gluten-free food, but that can be quite troublesome and if the location is quite far from your school or work. It's also advisable to contact or to consult a dietitian who will help you in preparing your foods for your new diet. There are also plenty of support groups made up of celiac patients and their families, and they can help patients establish their new life. Now, you may think that cooking food for celiac patients is very boring and routine. That just means that you've been cooking the same food over and over again and have not actually expanded on your repertoire. There are plenty of ways of cooking a great meal without risking the person's health. Now is a great time to explore other dishes. Some celiac patients still cook the food that they ate before they were diagnosed, but they replace some ingredients with gluten content with ingredients that are pure, uncontaminated, and gluten-free. Celiac patients can find different ways to make a different meal without violating their diets. For example, cooking a blueberry cake. Replacing the ingredients with nearly normal all-purpose flour and gluten-free baking powder will be enough for persons with celiac disease. So the rest of the ingredients, like the granulated cane sugar, eggs, milk, fresh blueberries, unsalted butter and cinnamon, will all be fine. These ingredients will not trigger celiac disease. Another thing to watch out for is that gluten is not just confined to foods. There are certain items such as cosmetics, including chapsticks, lipsticks, etc., envelopes, stamps, as well as over-the-counter medicines and prescription medications, all can contain gluten. So celiacs should take great care, even outside of their diet, to ensure that they are not taking gluten in any form whatsoever. Hello, I'm Mike Hines, creator of this channel, The Gluten Advice. Thank you for watching today's video on celiac disease and staying free of gluten to survive. I do hope you found it interesting and informative. If so, why not give it a like and subscribe to my channel. Also, hit the notification bell down the bottom. That way you'll stay notified every time we post new content on here, the Gluten Advice channel, which is totally devoted to celiac disease and gluten intolerance. At the beginning of this video, I promised a free gift if you watch till the end. You can now download that free gift. It's a booklet on celiac disease and gluten intolerance. You can keep it as a handy reference book. The download link, is in the description down the bottom. Again, thank you for watching, and I shall hope to see you in my next video. Bye bye for now.